say tens of thousands of horse racing punters, fashionistas, foodies and other visitors have all descended on eThekwini to take part in everything that makes up the Hollywoodbets Durban July this weekend. And of course, they're expected to contribute around a whopping 700 million rand to the city's GDP. Now let's zone in on the main reason as to why this event actually exists in the first place, and that is horse racing. Well, these are races through the day at Greyville Racecourse. But the highlight of the day is race 7, which will then see South Africa's best middle distance horses competing fiercely for a share of the 5 million rand prize money in the 2,200 meter race. And to further expand on this aspect of the day, we're very pleased to be joined in studio by 4Racing's horse presenter, and that is Mr. Llyall Cooper. Llyall, what a pleasure. Great to have you in studio with us. My goodness. Welcome, sir. Talk to us about today's races. What can we expect?
Lovely to be with you. And the big one is, well, they're on the way down to the start already, so it's about 13 minutes away. You wrapped it up so nicely there. It's so good for our country. It's so good for the nation. Fashionistas.
Oh, yeah. Foodies.
Economic benefits.
Yeah.
For the purist watching the horse themselves. For the punters, there's lots of money to be made, particularly in this race. And just seeing the pictures up, and we just got some magnificent horses running in the next 13 minutes. The race of the year in Africa.
Talk to us about the race of the year. I mean, let's look at the characteristics before we talk about the race of the year, Llyall. I mean, let's talk about, of course, the 400 meters, which we're expecting a very tight bunch at the end. So how is this race going to look, and who is compounded in that lineup?
Good question with a long answer. I'll give you the short one. It's a tough race because everyone wants to win it.
Of course.
It's also a tough race because these are very good horses. There won't be too many of them at the back. And the best riders around, of course.
Yeah.
The draws come into play where they start from. And when they come into that last 450 meters, there can be a bit of bumping and barging because there's only 450. For instance, a Turpentine is 800 meters. You've got lots of time to get into the right position and finish. Whereas Greyville, you don't. You need to be thereabouts and you need to be a fast finisher. So exciting, bumpy, tough race to win. Best horse wins.
So let's talk about the ones that are touted to be, the go-getters or the keepers of the title for this year. I know a lot of people don't pay attention to this now when they actually go to the races. They don't even have a bet card or a ticket. They just go there. Oh, well, absolutely they should. You must try your luck. So who should they go there and bet on? I mean, you said the race, the all-important one, is about to start in a couple of minutes' time. Yeah,
you've got about 13 minutes. 8 on 18, number 11, is the superstar 3-year-old around. I think that might be the horse on picture there.
Yeah.
He won the Met, who all knows a massive race. He's well weighted. He's a 3-year-old. 3-year-olds have won 50% of the last 20 years.
Jeez.
So 3-year-olds have a good record. He's well weighted. He's highly rated. So he is the horse to beat. He's quite hard to back. And then a horse like Oriental Charm, number 1, he won last year. He's older. He's got a bigger weight. He's a big runner as well. But they're many. This is a handicap. So the top horse can win, the bottom horse can win, because weight separates them.
And so it's anybody's
Just to tell the viewers out there,
today.
I must tell the viewers, if they don't understand this, a horse carrying 60 kilograms and a horse carrying 58 kilograms, you might think they're so big it makes no difference. It does.
Really?
2 kilograms over 2,200 meters is about a length to 2 lengths.
That's interesting.
So, and you can prove that scientifically if you run them over and over again with different weights.
That is interesting.
So, now my horse at the top there, Oriental Charm, carries 60 kilograms. Your favorite, number 11, 8 on 18, is carrying 57. And some of the horses at the bottom are carrying 53. So even if they're not as good as the top horses, they can beat them because they've got as much as 7 kilograms, which is 3.5 lengths.
Okay.
So it's very fair. It's like golf. It's a very fair thing, horse racing.
I was going to ask, are they pace setters? Are are those in the middle the ones that outperform? Like, how does the actual structure of the race actually begin from the start when the gun goes off?
Well, certainly for this race, they all want to get near the front. Some have no choice. Their draws are just too bad.
You start right from the onset.
You need to get in the position here. These are big boys, big girls. They're not messing around. You need to get in the position. But different horses have gate speed, so some come out fast, some come out slow. So by their natural body and their ability, some you'll see at the front naturally, some you'll see in the middle naturally, and some you'll see at the back. And the ones at the back have fast finishes, because these are the champions. So it depends on each horse. You'll notice my horse, number 1, will be up there in the top 5 or 6. He's got the speed. The favourite, number 11, 8 and 18, I'd expect him to be middle to back of the field. and running on strongly.
Okay.
And then you need luck. You need luck in this race. You need a top jockey, which we've got plenty of top jockeys. Our jockeys are internationally recognized. So are our horses, by the way.
Absolutely.
We breed and we breed great horses, great jockeys, great trainers.
Absolutely. Now, what is at stake here, Lyle? Let's talk about the level of betting. What kind of money are we talking about? I hear the prize money has significantly shot up this year as well. So let's talk about those who are investing and those who will be betting.
Well, the race itself is worth 5 million, which obviously is massive.
That is massive.
But betting into the race itself, I mean, the quartet, which is the first 4 past the post, that'll go to 15 million, probably just that one bet. You've got wins, places, trifectas, exactas. We're talking hundreds of millions of rands here in one race, turnover. So it's a massive, horse racing's massive.
It is.
And I've got to sell to the public out there that, you know, the lotto all day long, but that's harder to find than a horse, I promise you. Because there's 6 races for a pick 6.
Yes.
And you've got to pick 6 horses out of 15. If you look at the stats-wise, you've got a much bigger chance of catching horses than, say, a lotto.
So how do you advise your novices at betting, Lyle, somebody who's coming there at the Durban July for the first time and they just want to make that quick pick? I mean, you've just mentioned a whole lot of things to consider, the size of the horse, the weight of the jockey, and so many things. It's a lot to remember.
You know, I would mention one more thing to answer that, to finish off that other question. For an owner, a jockey and a trainer, to win this race is the be-all and end-all of your career. You know, Samanga Kumalo, who won it famously, is the first black man in South Africa.
Yes.
He's won it twice. Kabila Matanyani was the second. It changes you from just a normal human being to, in racing terms,
it
a celebrity for
globally.
life. The owners, this is their dream. And for a trainer, it puts them into the top echelon. So very, very big race to win. And the bet I would suggest for all the guys and girls out there, as a novice, take a place. So if you take my horse, number 1, Oriental Charm, for a place, he has to finish in the top 4. Okay. And then you get your money. That's the easiest.
At least start from the basics there. Thank you for those notes there, Lyle. I hope they're actually taking some of those notes. But Lyle, we know that there was a bit of a hiatus during, of course, COVID, and it severely impacted horse racing. But has the sports now since recovered? How are things looking?
It's amazing how it's recovered in the last year. It took some time. I tell you that the year post-COVID.
Even the Greyville Stadium was not operational for a very long time.
You know, during COVID, we actually raced. And in that last year of COVID, I was literally standing on the course by myself with a cameraman. It was horrible.
Wow.
So it is recovering. And I think it's due to all of our owners, trainers, management. We're an international brand. And they are marketing us so well. And our horses and jockeys are marketing us so well. You know, for instance, Muzieni, he's on picture right now. If they're looking at the same picture we are, that's Muzieni. He went and won the last race in Singapore history. And, you know, he picks up 1.8 million rand prize money. That's how big horse racing is. That was for himself.
Wow.
It's
so
big.
why aren't we seeing more promotion, specifically on the local front? Like?
We with you. We can go with you. We're ready to promote this.
Let's see the money.
Middle-class South Africans into horse racing. It's not as expensive as you think. It's a wonderful sport. Once you get into it, you can't get out.
Just like car racing. Well, Lyle, thank you
it's better than car racing. But my pleasure.
Lyle, it was great talking to you this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. That is, of course, Mr. Llyall Cooper there joining us. He is for racing's horse presenter and just giving us some of you specifically that are about to make that all-important bet if you're interested in the betting part, which is the reason you should be at the Durban July, just giving you some pointers on which horses and which riders or jockeys you can possibly put your money on.